the world assumed she was grieving. Everyone believed Tiffany Mann, the quiet daughter of gospel royalty, would suffer in silence. But at 2 a.m., the calm cracked. A red notification flashed across thousands of phones. Tiffany Mann is live. The internet caught fire. Cameras turned, screens illuminated, and there she was, hair a mess, eyes swollen, gripping a tiny Bluetooth speaker like a blade. "I've been quiet long enough," she said, her voice trembling. Not with sorrow, but fury. She pressed play. A voice came through the speaker. David Mann, cold, calculated. "Tamela was never meant to survive. Jackie, you signed off too." The world stopped. The comments came instantly. "Excuse me? Did he really say that? This is evil." But Tiffany stood firm. She wasn't sick. They made her sick. Pumped her full of meds, falsified records, fabricated a diagnosis. "And you want to talk to me about faith?" She held a paper to the camera. "This is the form Jackie signed. Heavy drugs. A fake dementia diagnosis. My mother wasn't confused. They gaslit her. Erased her." She tapped again. Another recording. David, speaking low. "If she wakes up and talks, we lose everything. The empire stays ours if she stays silent." Tiffany's voice cracked. "You called it a ministry? No. It was a business. A kingdom built on her silence, her suffering." And then, silence. The live ended, but it was too late. The video spread across every platform: Instagram, TikTok, X. Hashtags exploded. "Door justice for Tamela. Door David Mann cancelled. Expose Jackie now." In a dark hospital room, a nurse whispered, "Tama, they're fighting for you." Tamela's eyelids flickered. She heard them, and she wasn't done. Again, it was 2 a.m. when the phones buzzed. "Tiffany Mann is live." No one saw it coming. After weeks of rumors, silence, and spiritual unrest, the daughter of gospel's first lady came back on screen. No glam, no pretense. Her face was raw. Her eyes were on fire. In one hand, a Bluetooth speaker. "You want truth?" she said. "You're about to get it. No more church PR. No more protecting people who don't deserve it." She hit play. David Mann's voice crackled, heartless and final. "Tama was never meant to survive. Jackie, you knew that. You signed off too." Comments erupted. "What did he just say? Is this real?" But Tiffany didn't stop. Her voice shook, her tears fell, but her rage kept her standing. "Y'all thought we were the gospel dream? No, we were a damn brand. And my mum, she was the product." She lifted a paper stack. 3 weeks before she collapsed, this, signed by Dr. Jackie, fake diagnosis, sedatives, dementia. My mother was writing an album the week before, touring, rehearsing. You think she forgot lyrics overnight? You think she forgot me? Another clip. David again, sharper, crueler. "As long as she's silent, the empire stays ours." The livestream audience gasped. Shock turned to sickness. This wasn't neglect, it was planned. The comments became a riot. "Arrest him! Burn the whole empire down!" But Tiffany kept her eyes steady. "You let her fade. Then you tried to erase her. But I found her voice, and I'm using it." Then the live cut to black. No goodbye, no outro, just impact. Gospel blogs lit up. Mainstream media caught on by morning. CNN, BT, headlines: "Fall of Gospel's first family." Meanwhile, in a hospital bed, Tamela lay still, but a nurse tilted a screen toward her. As the clip played, Tamela's eyelids fluttered. Her hand twitched. Doctors said it was a reflex. Tiffany knew better. Her mother was fighting, drugged, betrayed, but not broken. Online, things spiraled. Old interviews of David were dissected. What once sounded loving now sounded rehearsed, manipulative. Churches pulled his music. Promoters cancelled events. Jackie's clinic vanished online. Instagram deleted, LinkedIn scrubbed. Tiffany said nothing more. Just posted, "You think that was the only tape? Buckle up." That morning, the whole world changed. Radio stations cancelled regular programs to air updates. The Tamela Mann gospel assassination. Outside Tamela's hospital, crowds gathered with signs. "We believed you, David. Tama deserved better. Arrest Jackie now." But Tiffany? She vanished. No posts, no updates, nothing, until a leak surfaced. Hollywood Unlocked received a 17-minute call traced to a burner phone found in Jackie's bathroom. The voice was unmistakable. David Mann. "You should have stuck to the plan. We already bought the doctor. You had one job, Jackie." Jackie responded, "Don't blame me. It's Tiffany. She started snooping." David. "She's weak, just like her mother, always putting emotions before empire. I never should have trusted either of them." Crackle. Jackie. "So what now?" David. "We shut her down, just like we did Tamela. The internet imploded. Fans wept. Critics gasped. Gospel stations pulled David's entire discography. And Tiffany returned. This time, in person. No filters, no makeup, all black. Inside Tamela's hospital room, the impossible was happening. Monitors beeped steady. Nurses whispered. Tamela was awake. She sat up. Her lips cracked. "Where's David?" A nurse stepped forward. "He's gone." Tiffany exposed him. "You're safe now." Tamela's eyes closed. Not from sedation this time, but from relief. Online, the chaos only intensified. Gospel leaders who once stood by David were silent. But former staffers? They spoke up, one by one. Anonymous posts revealed NDAs, isolation, manipulation. They slowly pushed Tamela out. I thought it was dementia, but now I know. They were silencing her. A prayer vigil formed in Atlanta, then another in Houston. The Mann Empire, once a gospel dynasty, was unraveling in real time. Wet tissue paper in a storm. Then, the final twist. Tiffany dropped the last audio. No intro, no caption, just sound. David's voice. Chilling. "If she doesn't die, you and I both go down, Jackie. It's that simple." Silence. Then David again. "I already paid the doctor. He knows what to do." No commentary from Tiffany. She didn't need to explain. The world had heard enough. Within hours, federal authorities confirmed an investigation had begun. Medical fraud, attempted homicide, conspiracy. Jackie's social media disappeared. David vanished. His PR team refused comment. But Tiffany, she stayed at her mother's side, not crying, not shaking, just holding Tamela's hand and humming one of her mother's old gospel songs. The one Tamela used to sing when Tiffany was a little girl, watching from the front pew. "Take me to the king." And for the first time in weeks, Tamela hummed back. So now what? What do you do when gospel's most beloved couple is exposed as conspirators in a silent assassination? What do you do when the man who sang about love, who preached about grace, is revealed to have orchestrated the downfall of his own wife? Tamela Mann isn't just a gospel icon. She's not just a singer or a wife. She was the foundation of a family. And that foundation was nearly destroyed, not by disease, but by deceit. David Mann didn't just fail as a husband. He orchestrated his wife's collapse while smiling in the name of God. And Jackie? Jackie forged prescriptions like Tamela was disposable, like her silence was worth more than her soul. Tiffany didn't go live to chase clout. She went live to break chains. Generational, spiritual, psychological. She shattered a fake gospel empire from the inside. And when she hit play on her father's confession, we all felt it. A blow to the soul. A rupture in the choir of faith. This isn't gossip. This is warfare. And if you believe Tamela deserves justice, if you believe no woman should be silenced in the name of scripture or stage, then this is your call. Speak, share, comment, show up. Because while David's empire burns, Tamela's spirit is only rising. And trust, this battle is just beginning. Drop it for Tama. Drop it if Tiffany did what had to be done. Drop it if you're done with fake gospel. Subscribe. Because this isn't the end. Not even close. The next day, outside the courthouse, a wave of people stood shoulder to shoulder. Churchgoers, former fans, mothers with daughters. Signs lifted high. Believe black women. Justice for Tamela. Silence is violence. The prosecution confirmed a federal case was in motion. Tiffany arrived hand in hand with Tamela, now in a wheelchair. Sunglasses. Head held high. The woman they tried to erase had returned. Cameras flashed. Reporters shouted. Tamela didn't speak. She didn't need to. Her presence spoke volumes. Back online, a new post from Tiffany. My mother is awake. She is safe and she remembers everything. Hashtags surged again, but not just anger, solidarity. Survivors of medical gaslighting started speaking up. Women who had been told they were crazy when they weren't. Silenced by family, church, or systems. Tamela's story became a mirror, a movement. Major gospel stars began quietly unfollowing David. Churches released statements distancing themselves. Labels froze his contracts. Jackie's medical license was suspended pending investigation. More voices came forward. A former housekeeper revealed hearing arguments late at night. Tamela begging, "Don't give me that again." A recording studio intern admitted David rewrote entire budgets behind Tamela's back. The mask was gone. The truth was loud. Then, breaking news, an arrest warrant for Jackie Lewis. Charges: falsifying medical records, conspiracy, and attempted murder. Cameras caught her being led in cuffs to a waiting cruiser. Her lawyer said nothing. But her face? Stone. As if regret had never touched her. Gospel News Daily posted, "Justice is unfolding before our eyes." Meanwhile, Tiffany posted a photo, her hand holding Tamela's. Caption, "Her story isn't over." And then came the documentary announcement. Streaming services fought for it. Tiffany retained creative control. Working title, Silenced, the Tamela Mann story. Teasers promised unseen footage.